Morning, all. So I'm going to start where we finished off last night. We're going to continue the jersey countdown. We're going to go from 480 through 471 today. I've already seen some comments about I expected to see this one at the bottom in relation to a couple of jerseys, and in regards to those jerseys, you'll see them soon enough. May not be today. Today is from 480 through 471. Let's get her going. And if anybody's wondering, this is a Doctor Who shirt. It's a Donkey Kong Doctor Who shirt, so if anybody's curious. Number 480. And, with Philly, there's always that opportunity to do something really nice. There are some jerseys that are theirs that are rated highly. This also shows how relatively sheer the Adidas tend to be. And, it's just, I was very disappointed in that stadium game in general, as this is number 479. So we're starting off with both of the stadium jerseys. And again, it's that both teams went for just a block color. And again, Pittsburgh's got some that are really highly rated, that are, top 100 material on this list. And this wasn't it. And it's weird because the other stadium jersey, well, I have two other stadium jerseys of Pittsburgh's. They're both higher than this one. But the yellow stadium jersey, they kind of hit it out of the park. This one, it's a dribbler to third base and kind of an easy out. But again, I do like certain parts of this. A great day for hockey. That's a nice thing. It is weird to me with some of the Adidas that they have this really cool thing inside the neckline that you can't see when you're wearing it. But I get it. I do. Number 478 is this beauty, the Buffa Slug in blue. I don't know where to start with the odd stripes and just the general weirdness of the appearance of it, the neckline, which is all uncomfortable and all of that. Or I just don't know what they were thinking other than, well, we're eventually going to go back to the logo, but let's mess around with people first. I do like this though. I always liked the shoulder, and as you can see from number 477, it's a blue B on there and a yellow B on this one. So yeah, 477 is the white Buffa Slug. So this one's ahead of the blue, but just barely. And you'll notice that there's a difference here, that this one doesn't have the NHL logo, this one does. So this one's the Reebok, this one's the CCM, I do believe. Yes, CCM. CCM's right at the top here. And this one is Reebok. So I have them both. Of course, since it's a Reebok Premier, there's snags in it because you sneeze, these things snag on you. But it's an odd look. You can see too at the shoulder. Well, you may not be able to see it on camera, but the shoulder patches. Big difference between CCM and Reebok when it comes to shoulder patches. At least, and I know it's a Reebok Premier thing, but a Reebok Authentic of this, I don't see myself going out of my way to find one. I really don't. And again, it's the striping. Everything about this is just, it's odd. It's baffling, isn't it? It's interesting to me that some of these end up being pairings. And when I was doing all this list up, I had no idea. So this is the Senators from their first year. This is what they originally wore. Now, there's a big difference between this and what they wear now. In terms of just quality, the look of it, I think it looks much better now. I like the neckline better now, which is why this one is on the countdown and the Adidas version is on as well. And I'll definitely have the two of them next to one another when I get to the Adidas version. I remember being kind of uninspired by the original Senators logo and design and colors. And it says Ottawa Senators right in here, which it doesn't on the one they wear now. And it's 476, right? So halfway through this video in the countdown, we're at the Ottawa Senators. At 475, we're still at the Sens with the jersey that says Sens. Now, I know this one's hard to find. Yep, a lot of the jerseys that I bought, especially the Reeboks and the CCMs, are getting harder and harder to find because they're not making them anymore. So unless Fanatics makes them, unless Adidas does a throwback to them, basically whatever's out there, that's it. And that's why people can charge exorbitant amounts of money on eBay for jerseys that, in this case, this one's $4.75. This jersey here, I've had this one for, well, since their first year in the NHL. That's how long I've had it. So this is the original from their first year. The CCM on the back is gone. So that's how long I've had it. The CCM tag is gone, and the size tag here is completely worn off. There's no writing left on that. This one here, I've worn, I think, 3 or 4 times, probably only for videos, and it's $4.75. Number 474 is San Antonio. So again, it's the weird striping. But I will say this, because I know people will say, how can that be so low? I love the logo. I do. And when San Antonio, when they were moved, I really wanted to find a nice San Antonio jersey. But other than this one, I don't have any other San Antonio jerseys at this point. At some point I may, but I don't. But yeah, again, I really like the logo, but the rest of the jersey and the way it's set up, it feels like a practice jersey. So, but I do like the spurs on the shoulder. That's a nice touch. I'm a guy who hasn't watched a lot of basketball in a while because I've got the hockey channel, but back when I watched basketball a lot of the time, San Antonio was the team that I liked. That was the team that I liked back then. Number 473. Now, before Montreal fans ask, why is Montreal so low? It's not, though. This is the 75th anniversary Montreal. And other than the Montreal logo here, you wouldn't know that it's the 75th anniversary Montreal, because everything else is virtually identical. This is an old CCM. This was actually sent to me by a subscriber. Yeah, and it does mean that I will have all of the 75th anniversary jerseys soon. I have a Rangers one on order. Don't have it in my collection yet. That one's really hard to find, though, so that's why I didn't have it in my collection. But again, for me, it's just the fact that it's got the C on the sleeve, so it ended up being lower because it just felt like there was so much they could have done for the 75th anniversary. Like just slap our logo on the arm. Just now, that's it. That's all we want to do, because Montreal, original 6 teams in general, their look stays pretty consistent throughout. So, yeah, Montreal, kudos to them for keeping their look consistent. But again, 473. Number 472. This is my Bobby Ryan Ducks wordmark, and they went from the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim look to this. Which this was their logo too for a long time, and I know now the Web D is the logo, and that's what they've made it. But yeah, for years it was just their logo was the word mark. It's Anaheim Ducks, and you've got the neckline that was uncomfortable, and yeah, I got this one through Full Moon Jerseys because traded player. So when a player leaves a team, you'll find their jerseys for cheap online. But, yeah, I mean, I like the colors of the Anaheim Ducks jersey and all that. Just this, I never found to be inspiring. And at 471, closing out this part of the countdown, Chilliwack Chiefs, red jersey right here. And again, it's hometown team and all that wonderful stuff. I got this one recently as well. I felt that with all the shutdowns and everything that was going on, if I could buy a couple of jerseys here and there and I bought both jerseys from the Chilliwack Chiefs, I thought, well, that helps. Helps their store and all that. So yeah, BCHL, it's the same design as the white one, but I do prefer the red. Although, I will admit, the red background and then the red here in the logo, there's not a lot separating it. But again, it's a good jersey to have, and hopefully maybe I get to go to a game this year and wear it. That would be kind of nice. So fingers crossed on that one. But that's 471, and that closes out this part of the countdown. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for everything. I will talk to you again soon.